Hello there, Virgo. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of October 19th through the 25th. Let's throw some cards down for you here. On Monday, the card that you have coming up is you have the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is going to be somebody that you're interacting with on Monday, Virgos. Somebody who very much is in touch with their emotions and generally can handle them in a very healthy way, can communicate them well without being overwhelming or overwhelmed by them. However, on Monday, and for most of you this will be a female, though for some of you it will be a male, a few. Okay, so on Monday, this person is feeling a little bit overwhelmed by their emotions, and I feel like the word that I'm hearing is breakdown, that they're having an emotional breakdown. For many of you, this is going to be a friend of yours, and you are going to be right there kind of when it happens as the support person that can help them to kind of pull their stuff together and sort of cope until they can get into a space that's all their own, and then they can let their emotions flow and not worry about impressions of other people around them. For others of you, this person is going to be really kind of letting go on you. There's going to be a lot of frustration pent up. For some of you, you may be in a romantic relationship with this person and they have been really trying to be nice and not criticize and sort of holding back on saying anything negative, and all of a sudden it's just kind of coming out. There's something that triggers this person and it's like the last straw, and the straw just broke the camel's back. Done deal, baby. So I feel some emotions definitely coming out. Once again, I'm hearing the word breakdown. I feel like as this person expresses this stuff to you, they're in a place where they have to say what they have to say. This stuff is gonna have to come out. And not everything that comes out is really how they mean it. A lot of it will be just exaggerated just by the fact that they've been holding it in, kind of being the pressure cooker for a while. But the word of caution that I'm hearing for you here, whether this is a significant other that's unloading on you or whether this is somebody else that's unloading on you, a friend, a family member, is that they are not in a place where they can shut this down. So whatever they are saying to you, there's nothing that you can say that's going to neutralize or alleviate or help them understand or help them be calm. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But there's not anything that you're going to be able to say to help alleviate the situation for them. That they just have to kind of let everything run out and run its course. And once they have wound down, then you'll be able to come back with your side of the story. If you try to do it before then, it could be ugly. Like this is already kind of ugly, but it could be really ugly. So I would not try to do this before they wind down. Just let them wind down. And then wait maybe a couple hours and come back and say, you know, I have some thoughts about all the information that you shared with me earlier. And, you know, be very sensitive about how you bring those things up. Even if that person is wrong, because they're still in a shaky place. They're in a really raw place emotionally. Okay, so let's see. That's Monday. By the way, the situation is totally handleable. It's just when that, you know, you just kind of have to go, okay, I hear you. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Okay. I hear what you're saying, and let them wind down. And then when you come back later on, they'll be more open to actually discussing because they will have gotten out all this stuff they need to get out and they will have felt heard. And once they've felt heard, they'll be in a much better place as far as being able to be logical and rational about what's been going on and what's been said. Okay, so moving on to Tuesday, Virgo, you have the Four of Coins showing up in reverse. Four of Coins in reverse just means you're taking some money out of savings. I feel like for a lot of you Virgos, you're taking money out of savings for a trip, maybe a trip for a wedding or for a graduation or for some kind of celebration where there's going to be a group of people show up for this, but not necessarily. And not even necessarily for a trip, but a trip is the majority of the feeling that I'm getting. For others of you, you could be taking money out of savings just to do some repairs or some upgrades. But just the whole bottom line here on Tuesday, Virgo, is I see you taking some money that you had stashed away and taking that out and using it. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday. We have the Knight of Clubs showing up in reverse. Knight of Clubs in reverse is just telling me that on Wednesday you are going to be doing some work that's kind of tedious. So some tedious work coming in on Wednesday. Something that I feel like you understand the need to actually get it done, but it just doesn't allow you any kind of creativity. There's no real excitement about doing it. It's just kind of plodding through until it gets over with. It's one of those things, turn up the radio and just make it through. It's a no thought type of work that you're doing on Wednesday. Now on Thursday, what we have coming up is we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that you have something lucky and unexpected coming in for you on Thursday, Virgo. And this can be any part of your life. This can be your love life, your family life, your work life, your home life. This can be anything. This can be you deciding to pamper yourself. This can be you winning the lottery. This can be you meeting an incredibly interesting person that you would like to get to know more, especially if you're a single person. But even somebody like that as a friend too could show up as the Wheel of Fortune. But it's a really good card, and it's one of those, it's a wild card. It's really the only wild card that I can think of in the tarot deck where you don't exactly know what's coming in. You just know it's unexpected and it's good. Maybe people are throwing a surprise party for you. So let's move on. Friday, the 8 of Coins in reverse. I feel like you're taking the day off of work, most of you. Or if you're going to work, you're not getting much accomplished. You just don't feel like doing much work on Friday, Virgos. Pretty simple there. Saturday, you've got the Justice card in reverse. Justice card in reverse. That just means that things are not happening in a fair way on Saturday. And for you Virgos, a lot of this feels like family for many of you. This has to do with family, although some of you it feels like in friendship circles. But things are just not happening in a fair and a balanced way on Saturday. So that's just something that you kind of want to be ready for, that you on Saturday you should not expect everything to be fair. You know, I think most of us hopefully lose the idea that life is fair by the time we turn 4, but sometimes we don't. Sometimes we get hung up on this idea and we think everything should be fair. Don't expect that on Saturday, but be open to what happens. What I'm getting is that if you're open to whatever happens, even though things may not seem like they're coming out in a fair way, you can have some really amazing experiences, and you can learn some things that you would not have had a chance to learn before about some of the people around you. And I feel like at the end of the day, you're still going to feel like it wasn't handled in a fair way, but I feel like you're going to see some of the benefits to how the day went by the time you went to bed on Saturday. Now, Sunday, Star card in reverse. It feels to me like there's some confusion that kind of comes in suddenly for you. And this confusion has to do with, what am I really here for? What is my purpose here? And I feel like on Sunday you're going to be feeling a little bit lost on that. I feel like you had some clarity about it before. It's interesting because the confusion seems to come on really suddenly. So Sunday, I feel like you're just going to be kind of struggling with, okay, what is really my purpose? It's almost like you had this foundational idea set in place and something comes along and sort of challenges that for you and makes you start to question really everything. So interesting thing to have come up, and interesting way to see it come in for you Virgos. Thank you so much, everybody. That was your week. I do want to tell you all, I do appreciate everybody who has been so faithfully watching my daily videos, those of you who have booked readings with me, and everybody who has liked, shared, and subscribed my channel. I appreciate it all so much. Everyone have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here next time around. Peace out.